I only just joined the company, and the 75th rank thing was a bald-faced lie. Yeah, of course it was. The dude. There goes your bodyguard, pussy. Oh my god. Where do you get these clowns, man? See, again, the plan is out the window. Now what are you gonna do? Come on, man. God damn. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Princess Evangile. We're continuing where we left off. So in the last video, Masaya tried to make up with Chiho, but then it didn't go well. She slapped him again. So then they all got called in the headmistress' office. And he was trying to explain to her kind of the whole story, you know, like yeah, these bad guys, they were coming after me. Let's just say she doesn't quite believe him. So Rise, Ruriko, and Masaya have this idea to make Chiho like bait in a way, so that way she would believe him. So they're putting their plan into motion here, and we're gonna see that here. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty interesting because like I said, I've already played through this already, so but yeah. It should be pretty funny. Like, yeah, I think you guys are gonna like this one, so. But anyway. Alright, so the next day, I was hiding by the gate, waiting for the others to show. Ah, here they come.
ねえ、ルリコさん、本当に外になんか出られるの？
Mm-hmm. Can we really leave school grounds? Yeah, sure. I do it all the time. He doesn't sound certain, but it was a little surprising. She had heard there were people who left school grounds now and again. But she would have never figured Ruriko was the type. Yeah, she seems like such a goody-goody, but...
Chiho-san, お腹は空いていますよね?
食べますか?
言われた通り夕飯はパスしたから。
I skipped dinner, yeah.
それは良かったです。パッパトーレ付きの石はとても美味しいそうですよ。ルリコさんも初めて行くの?
Is your first time going?
実は私もあまり外には出ませんので。そうだよね。じゃあ今日のことも初めてなんだ。
そうだよね。
そうなります。
Yep.
どうして急に？なんかあったの？とてもいいことが。だから今日はそのお祝いと考えていただいて結構です。
素晴らしい。
そっか。
She didn't know what it was, but she wanted to celebrate with all her heart. Like, yeah, this imaginary celebration. She's putting all her effort into this imaginary celebration. It's so funny. Yeah. She's giving it her all, guys. Ruriko was the first and dearest friend she had made at Vincennes.
ところで、千穂さんはマサヤさんとは古くからの友達だったのですね。まあ。
Yeah.
言ってくださればよかったのに。まあ、なんとなく。
You're blushing.
なんとなく？照れくさかったというか。
Why is that embarrassing? I guess because he's known as that the Tentator Serpent. But yeah, it makes sense. Because right now he's still kind of viewed as a pervert, I suppose. But yeah.
ですか？
Like, yeah, I was friends with the pervert kid, yeah.
だってそれはそうだよ。昔から顔合わせていてさ、私あいつが半ズボン履いてる頃から知ってるんだから。
Why are you getting so bent out of shape over it? Were those not pleasant memories for you?
なるほど。私幼馴染というと今も席を並べている人ばかりで。
Mm-hmm.
あ、そっか。前期課程からの全寮制だもんね。
Primary course. Okay, yeah, here is where we get touch into more of like the primary course and stuff. So originally I thought that, because I thought this was only high school. So that's why I thought primary, intermediary, final course. I thought it was confusing. I thought it was the time of year you joined the thing, but I realize now that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So the example they're using here, like, because I'm American, right? So for us, primary, intermediary, and final course, for me, that would be elementary school, middle school, and then high school. Like elementary or grade school. So that's the first school you attend when you're a kid. And then after you leave elementary school, you move up to middle school. And you do middle school for like 3 years, and then high school is 4 years. So that's where I was confused. So for this, primary course is probably elementary school for them. So that makes more sense. Intermediary is middle school, and then the final course is high school before you graduate. Yeah, so I interpreted that completely wrong in the beginning. So it makes a little bit more sense now after they explained it. So, yeah. Anyway.
はい。だから男子の幼馴染などはちょっと考えられないんです。正直言って千穂さんも羨ましく思います。
See, it's so funny to see her like put this dude up on such a high pedestal when he's just a regular guy. Like, there's nothing that remarkable about him. Like, I'm sure he puts his pants on one leg at a time like you guys do, so. Although in this case, you guys mostly wear skirts, but still, the metaphor is the same. Yeah.
羨ましがるようなことなんか何もないよ。
Mm-hmm.
そうでしょうか。
そうでしょうか。Yeah.
千穂さんは最初に私が訪ねた時言っていましたよね。マサヤさんのことを悪い人ではないと。
Yeah, he doesn't seem like a bad guy on the surface. I think he just makes a lot of bad decisions. But yeah.
よく覚えてるね、そんなこと。
Mm-hmm.
それがきっと本心なのだと私は後から思いました。
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
そろそろ校門だけどどこから出るの？
It should open up any second now. Ruriko checked the time on her wristwatch.
そろそろ開いてくれるはずです。
Open sesame. What could she mean? But before Chiho had time to think on that question, the gate opened with a heavy sound.
あれ？なんで？さあ、千穂さん、外に。
Yeah. As Chiho walked through, she heard Ruriko's footsteps slow. Suspicious, she turned back around. For some reason, Ruriko was still standing within the school walls.
どうしたの？
It's like, yeah, I played you the entire time, sucker! Her only response was a bright smile. Just then, someone ran out from beside Ruriko. Chiho gasped in shock. Huh. Ruriko remained calm, however. It was as if she knew it was coming. Chiho!
Masaya!
Yep. It was her childhood friend running towards her. Before she could react, he had grabbed her hand.
いってらっしゃい。
Arigato! Thanks. As Ruriko waved, the gate closed again.
これどういうことよ。
Chiho recovered from her stupor and clung to the gate while trying to shake me off. But no matter how she hit me or flailed around, I wasn't letting go.
9時には門を開けますから、その頃にはまた戻るようにしてください。
Kuji!
9時って、ルリコさん。では。
She's like, later! With that last graceful word, Ruriko-san disappeared down the path.
これってちょっとマサヤ、一体どういうことなのよ。
It was all a setup. It was me. Come on, don't be so mad. The teachers probably won't find out. Yeah, probably. Like, I'm like 40% sure they won't find out. Yeah, real confident there.
そんなこと言ってるんじゃない。
It's been a whole year since we last saw each other. Shouldn't we grab something to eat?
そういうこと言ってるんじゃなくて。
It's not? I'm getting an allowance from the school. I can buy you a full course meal or whatever you want. Oh, look, the bus is here. We made it just in time. If we miss it, the next one's not for an hour, so let's go quickly. I pulled her by the hand to the bus stop. Chiho didn't resist me. Sitting on the bench at the bus stop was a man in black and a woman. The woman was just a bystander, and the man was probably the bodyguard.
っていつまで握ってるのよ。
How long are you going to hold my hand? I'm never letting go. You're mine forever. Oh, sorry.
まったく。
Good grief. The bus was nearly empty. We sat side by side, Chiho looking out the windows to avoid my gaze.
それでどういうことかちゃんと説明してくれるんでしょうね。
Maybe. I want to make up with you.
それでご飯で釣るっていうの？私そんな大食いじゃないわよ。
It's not that. I wanted to show you just how bad the goons are. Okay, this part tripped me up. I'm like, why would you tell her the plan? Because now she's gonna think it's just some kind of joke. Like it's just some prank. So this is really dumb. Like, I mean, we're gonna see how this plays out, but holy shit, this is this. I was so shocked at this setup for this, but yeah. She took her eyes off the window for a moment to glance at me.
どういうこと？
You think my story is unbelievable, right?
だってあんまり嘘くさい話だし。
No, it's okay. I agree with you. That's why I thought showing you would be better than any explanation. The goons aren't going to give up that easily. If they catch sight of me, they'll come right at me, on the spot. If they come, I'm going to run away and leave you behind. That's so funny. Like if they come, I'm gonna leave you there. Good luck to you. good luck to you, madam.
Huh?
Even she's like, what the hell? I mean, pretend to run, you know? By your logic, the goons won't come after you, right? Because we're not related.
まあそれは
This is such a stupid plan. The more they dive into it, the more stupid it sounds, so I'm like... And then why does he tell her the plan? Because she's probably going to be sitting there thinking like, okay, yeah, real funny. But they're going to do it because they're like rabid dogs. So, if it doesn't go down like that, you'll believe me, right? If it does go down like that. Like, maybe? The reason I didn't tell you about the loan was because I was worried about you. That is, I mean... I didn't think for a minute that your attitude towards me would change if you knew about my financial situation. Yeah. Chiho's eyes went wide, but she turned her face back towards the window.
何分かって言ったんだ
Yeah, it makes sense. The truth is, Ruriko-san told me. She says you shouldn't worry about what people say. No matter how they view you, you're still you.
何偉そうなこと言ってるのよタンタトゥーセルパンのくせして
Yeah, there's the Tentator Serpent again. You know what? This is the first time they mentioned it in like a while, so I don't think that name's gonna stick too well. That's your fault. Well, then again, it's only been I guess in-game time, it's only been like a few days. So yeah.
何よ私が悪いっていうの
Yeah, you're the one that slapped him and everybody got the wrong idea thinking he was a pervert, so yeah. You kind of brought that on everybody. As we bickered, we reached our final stop.
外に出るのも久しぶりだな
Oh yeah. As we stepped off the bus and into the crowd, Chiho stretched her arms into the air.
番宣のって本当に外に出られないんだもの入学する前はありえるのなんて思ったものだけど
Oh. So it's like almost like a prison kinda. Speaking of which, Chiho, when did you take the entrance exam for Vincennes?
両親に勧められて
Wow, so your dad must have worked hard. I hear the entry fee is really high.
それは平気だったの
Wow, really?
前期から入る場合は寄付金が重要なんだけど後期の場合は学力だけなんだってさ先生が言ってた
Oh, wow. Wow. That's right, Chiho, you always were smart.
どうかな
She was also athletic and had the looks to match. Her stubborn personality was the diamond's only flaw, if you could call it that. As her childhood friend, it was hard for me to be objective. But thinking about it calmly, she was a really impressive person. Chiho, do you have a title too?
うわマサヤってもう番宣のに染まってるんだ
No, it's not that. I just heard that popular girls get titles. Dude, she's not popular, if you couldn't tell. Why would she have a title? If she did have a title, it would probably be like some offensive ass shit. Considering how... Considering how cruel those girls are, yeah. Anyway.
皮肉それ
Yeah, exactly. She's more insulted by that than appreciative. I'm being honest.
ないわよ私に一命なんて
Oh, I see. I guess it's because you got started late. But Ruriko-san said that discriminating against people for that is stupid. Because it is. Like, you shouldn't need somebody to tell you that. If they look down on you for being a final courser, I wonder what they think of me. I must be like some exotic beast. Oh, they're laughing together. I think it's working. Chiho laughed and I felt a little more at ease. That was the feeling. This was the way we always laughed together before I ran out that night. Back then, I had thought we'd have days like this forever. Oh, crap. See, when this went blurry before, I thought he was like crying.
どうかした？目にゴミでも入った？
Yeah, I think so. Ow.
誰？見せてみなさいよ。
Oh, no thanks. You probably couldn't see it in the lamplight anyway.
それもそっか。
It's fine now. Well, let's go to the restaurant. I started walking off ahead of her.
本当におごってくれるの？言っとくけど私財布持ってないんだからね。ルリコさんが持ってくるのって言うんだもの。
Of course she did, yeah. She's like, yep, I didn't bring my wallet with me, so you're gonna have to spot me. I've got it.
そういえば制服を着させたのなんか意味があるの？これもルリコさんに言われてわざわざ着替えたんだけど。
They know about Vincennes, so it'll make you stand out, you know? Yeah. You can't be proper bait if you're not wearing the proper attire. Yeah, so you'll be an even bigger target. But yeah, it's just so you'll be a bigger target. Sucks for you. Yeah. After we placed our orders, Chiho looked around appreciatively.
あんたがよく知ってるわね。こんな洒落た店。
No, this is just my second time here. The first time I came here was with Risei-san.
ああ、そういうこと。
Don't be like that. What?
ずいぶんと仲いいみたいだもんね。マサヤとリセさんって。
Oh, no. I mean, we are close, but, Well, I mean, we are on speaking terms. But she just invited me here to ask me to come to Vincennes. It's not what you think. I wasn't sure why just explaining the situation was making me so nervous. Because she's interpreting it the other way. And you know that.
まあいいけどね。私には関係ないし。でも私びっくりしたな。
びっくり. Chiho's elbows were on the table, face resting in her hands as she stared off to the side. That's bad manners.
マサヤの家庭がそんなに大変なことになっていたなんて。
Yeah, it's true.
それはなんとなく感じるところはあったけどさ。けどそこまでとは思ってなかった。
That's because your parents always helped us out. It wasn't exaggerating to say that if not for Chiho's parents, I might have starved to death. Damn. I avoided the subject because I didn't want to cause any more trouble for them.
他人行儀。
I guess. Maybe I was. But now, I'm completely out of sympathy for the old bastard, so...
あの野郎って？
My old man. Yeah. When I think about what he did to me before I came to Vincennes, it makes me glad that I hit it.
Masaya.
Oh, that reminds me. I took on a cheerful tone to try to dispel the darkness hanging over the conversation. There's something I've been wondering about. I think you probably know what I'm talking about. What did you want to ask me on graduation day? Why not? You might as well. Since you're catching up, it's important to understand like what happened in that time frame, you know?
昔の話なんだから、今さらそんなこと持ち出したところで、もう
Never too
どうに
late.
もならないでしょ。
It's never too late. Well, I guess that's true. I guess she'll say it when she's ready. But I found myself thinking from time to time, what if I had gone to meet Chiho that day, even knowing the danger? Would that have changed the course of my whole life? Although there was a high possibility that whatever she had to say wasn't that important too. I mean, if it wasn't important, I don't feel like she would have made such a big deal about it, but whatever, dude. I glanced outside the restaurant and shifted back suddenly in my chair. They're here! Chiho noticed a sudden change in my mood and turned back to me quickly. Yep. They're here.
Huh?
The goons. Okay. Just like we planned it. Here I go. Dude, you're just leaving her there. Again, this is such a stupid plan, but whatever. As I stood up, she reached out to grip my hand. It's fine. It's all just an act. I'll be watching over you from close by. Also, did you see the man in the black suit on the bus before?
なんか変な人だなって思ったから。
He's a bodyguard we hired just in case. Yoriko-san called him in. Okay, I'm going now. You stay right where you are, Chiho.
わかった。
This is so stupid. I checked to make sure she had let go, then left the table. I was so anxious that the hair stood up on the back of my neck. But the plan should be foolproof. Don't fucking say that. Once you say, like, oh yeah, that should go off without a hitch, nothing ever goes according to plan. That's how anything in life goes. Probably just jinxed the whole goddamn thing. Chiho watched helplessly as her childhood friend departed. She didn't actually doubt Masaya's words. I mean, she did. She's not like doubting him. It just, the way he's describing it just sounds so ridiculous that it's like, it's hard to believe. Yeah, that's all it is. It was just such a difficult story to believe. Yeah, exactly. Would those mobsters really go after someone's friend over a loan?
あの二人?
That them? Oh yeah. Here's where things get serious. There were two men who clearly stood out from the crowd. They were heading towards the restaurant. I love how these guys are just sitting there staking this place out, expecting him to come back. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, they were right. Like, yeah, he's probably going to show up here again. They were looking at her. Soon after, they entered. At first, they just looked around threateningly, but then, with loud footsteps, they advanced on her table. They stood out like sore thumbs in the upper-class restaurant. Some of the other patrons were casting surreptitious glances at them.
おう姉ちゃん
Nathan. Uh-oh.
つい今さっきまでこのテーブルにおこのぎまさやがいたな
Mm-hmm.
それがどうしたっていうのよ。
It's none of your fucking business, asshole. Yeah, it meant to sound defiant, but her voice was trembling. Heh. Gave a coarse laugh and leaned in close to her. Chiho turned her face away.
あいつもなかなか隅に置けねえじゃねえかこないだも番宣ヌの上玉と一緒にいたってのによ今はこうしてあんたと飯を食ってるおうあんたそのこと知ってるのか
He kind of brought her up to speed on that. Yep.
けどあのガキもまだまだだな別々の女を同じ店に連れてくるなんてよ用心ってやつが足りねえや
Mm-hmm.
私は
あ
It would do no good to argue with a gangster. Chiho fell silent and shook her head. She wondered if Masaya was watching from somewhere. He glanced out the window but couldn't see him anywhere.
けど姉ちゃんよ彼氏はちゃんと選ぶんだなあのガキが借金抱えてるってことあんた知ってんのか
Ano Gaki had that brat. Yeah. That's funny.
額も半端じゃねえおこれだぞこれ
He opened both his hands in front of her.
1本100万じゃねえなんと1000万だいつになったら消せんのかね
See, how did his dad amass 10 million yen worth of debt? That's another thing that's kind of shocking. Like, that all that was just gambling? That's insane. Gambling at the horse the horse track?
それはマサヤがした借金じゃないでしょ。
親の責任は子に、子の責任は親に。これは世の道理だ。親の借金にほっかむりすることこそ通らん。
Okay, see, this analogy here I thought was kind of dumb. It's like, yeah, parents take responsibility for their kids because they have to raise them to be respectable people in society, you know? But kids taking responsibility for their parents, that's just dumb. Like, I mean, if your parent makes a bad decision, the kids shouldn't be also to blame. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, the opposite is true, where like I said, if the kids do something bad, the parents get the blame for it because they're accused of, like, not raising their kids right. But I mean, I guess as the kids become adults and the parents get older, then sure, yeah, the kids end up like, then that's usually when the kids step up and help take care of the parents. That at that point, that's when the kids take care of the parents. So I guess the cycle switches, like parents take care of the kids and then the kids take care of the parents. Yeah. I mean, that much is true, but still, to have responsibility for them, especially when the kid is, what, like 16 or something? Yeah, that's dumb. Yeah, he's not even an adult yet, so that's kind of silly to put that responsibility on him. So.
そういうこった。まあ、なんならよ。
Anyway.
姉ちゃんが返してくれたっていいんだぜ。
Why would she have the money? She doesn't come from that much of a better family. So. With that, he grabbed her shoulders and a chill ran through Chiho's body. Just then. That's enough of that. It was the man in black who had been on the bus.
ああ、なんだてめえ。店の門には見えねえが。
I'm a bodyguard.
ああ、ボディーガード。
Take your dirty hand off her. You didn't hear me? You want me to hurt you?
痛い目。何してくれるってんだ？
Don't take me lightly or you'll regret it.
へえ。
I'm a combined 75th rank in judo, kenpo, karate, and capoeira. It's true. So if you don't want to get hurt... This cracked me up. It's like, the dude... If you're bragging about all these accolades, it's a likelihood that there's probably a little ridiculous sounding. I mean, four different forms of martial arts. Like, who has time to learn all that?
なんと何を合わせて75段だって？
Even this guy's like, are you kidding me, dude? With a mocking laugh, the underling pulled out a handgun from his pocket. Oh. The bodyguard's like, uh-oh. You think you could take me down with a toy like that? He shot a hole in the wall. Everyone in the restaurant froze. Sorry. Gomennasai. I only just joined the company, and the 75th rank thing was a bald-faced lie. Yeah, of course it was. The dude... There goes your bodyguard, pussy! Oh my god. Where do you get these clowns, man? See, again, the plan is out the window. Now what are you gonna do? Come on, man. God damn. The customers scattered like flies. Not one of them came forward to help her. Yeah, because they don't want to go down for helping some random stranger. She didn't expect help either. No one will put themselves in danger for a stranger's sake. Yeah. Not many. That was true for strangers, but for a childhood friend... She was shocked by her own thought. What did childhood friend mean to her in the end? Yeah, you guys cared about each other at one point, you know? He has to mean more to that, and he means more to you than just some random person. And with that, Chiho's mouth moved on its own. Now she's calling out for him. I was watching from behind the mailbox with my eyes opened wide in shock. He's sitting there watching the bodyguard book it down the street like, god damn it, dude. A handgun? You gotta be kidding. It also turned out the bodyguard was worthless. He'd taken off at full speed. Yeah, he's gone. He's all the way over there now. Chiho! I ran in just in time to hear Chiho's cry piercing through the night air. Yep. To the rescue!
出てくる勇気があるとはな。それともおめえ、目が悪いのか?
Mm-hmm. The underling waved the handgun so that it glinted in the light. 2020 eyesight, baby!
じゃあおもちゃだと思っていやがるな。てめえ、北の国金星のトカレフを舐めとったらえらい目に。
Mm-hmm. I heard the shot before.
そうか。じゃあ何しに来た?
I came here to call you a bitch. Did you really think I could just run away and leave Chiho here?
なるほどな。やっぱりこの女おめえの女だったのか。
I mean, I guess. That's not it. It's not like that, but...
冗談な二人も引っ掛けやがって。こらてめえ、どっちか俺に回せ。
Koda! Shut the hell up.
まあいい。
The underling gestured towards the door with his chin.
表出ろ。
How about no? Then he released Chiho from her headlock and thrust her forcefully away. Damn, he had this girl in a headlock. That is wild. This guy's a scumbag. Chiho!
外出ろってんだよ。
With a gun pointed at me, I couldn't exactly refuse.
マジで拳銃だよね。
See, why is Tommy A here? I'm wondering, did she follow them out, or was this planned? We might find out a bit more later, but it's very interesting.
ボディーガードはさっさと逃げちゃうし、どうなるのよこれ。
See, I'm thinking this was planned because she knew about the bodyguard. So, I think they probably brought her out to catch the story. Well, I think, because if she catches this on... If she catches the story for this, then it would make him look like a hero. And then that would look good for both of them. Because the girls at the school would take more sympathy on Chiho, and then they would respect Masaya more. So I guess that's a win-win for both of them. So that's one way that they could have set this up. You can really afford one of those? I was trying to buy time, so I said the first thing that came to mind.
てめえ見かけによらずやるからな。たく大枚はたいちまったぜ。
Expensive. Hakai. How much was it?
あ10万だよ。地道にカツアゲしてよ。何が悲しゅうて極道がカツアゲなんぞ。この努力をたたえやがれこら。
That's so stupid. Like, yeah, this thing cost me 100,000 yen. If I'm gonna rob you, I'm gonna rob you in style. Like, you better be appreciative of all the effort I'm going into robbing you. Yeah, it makes sense, asshole. Okay. Oh, my bad. Thank you for putting in all this effort to rob me. Well, it's such an honor to be shot with such an expensive gun. Wow. Get out of here, dude. That's amazing. Sugoi ne.
うるせえアホ。
That's so funny. This guy's speaking Kansai Ben. Because he's saying like aho and kora and stuff. Like kora, yeah. Yeah, aho is like the Kansai for idiot. It's like the Kansai version of baka. So that's kind of cool, yeah. So I think these guys are meant to be from Osaka. So there's that somewhere in that area.
こら清何を無駄口叩いてやがる。じきに札も来るぞ。
Yeah, the cops are coming because you shot a loaded weapon in the middle of a restaurant, dumbass. You probably could have gotten away if you didn't start shooting, but anyway.
じゃあとりあえずおめえにはマグロ船にでも乗ってもらうか。
Maguro tuna. Okay. Tuna boat. Ah! My eyes were drawn to the ground below, then suddenly I crouched down.
何してるんだおめえ。
頭隠して尻隠さずか。
My eyes were focused on an area just about the underling's crotch level. It's that cat, I know it! The cat's face was turned downward and his mouth was working fervidly. There must have been some food on the ground just behind the underling. I lunged forward suddenly before he could escape. Ding! Right in the dick! Oh my god, Tomie is like all starry-eyed. Like, oh my god, this is amazing! Yeah, his dick is done! Yeah, he's down for the count. My face smacked into something, but I reached out and managed to grab the cat. Yeah, it smacked into something, alright. Hey, you, what did you do with my lottery ticket? Don't hurt the cat, dude. All right. At her words, I relaxed my grip, but I was still holding the cat by the scruff of the neck. Well, I grabbed at it instinctively, but thinking about it sensibly, he probably didn't still have my lottery ticket. And even if by chance it was still in good condition somewhere, the cat couldn't tell me where it was. Ew. Yeah, I mean, it's not completely over yet. Huh? That's Sugoi. Kamiya-san seemed excited about something. In what way? Yeah, taking a hit to the dick would do that, but... Huh? I turned around. She was right. The underling was sprawled out on the floor behind me. A sudden seizure? Fucking dumbass. Knew you weren't normal. Get up, asshole. The boss hefted the underling up on his shoulders in a familiar fashion and staggered away. What's with those two? I thought I was done for the minute they pulled out that gun. Huh? Yeah, he's gonna be laid up for a little bit. Huh? Of course, that strangely warm, soft, slightly smelly thing I felt against my face before was... the warm, soft, slightly smelly thing. What? I instinctively started scrubbing my face. As if she didn't notice my distress, Tomie-san happily turned her digital camera's view screen toward me. How could you predict that was gonna happen? Ain't no way. Yep, right to the dick. Yeah, even Chiho's like, God damn it, dude. Wow. Chiho let out a slightly disgusted noise. It's like, yeah, I got what I needed. See ya. Tomie-san took her leave. All that remained behind were 2 people and 1 cat. Oh, right. Before I could explain, the cat started retching. I set it down on the ground and Chiho began stroking the cat's back. No, I think this is just normal cat vomit. You know, cats vomit a lot. They throw up fur they swallowed and stuff. That's what I've heard. Yep. I wasn't exactly in the mood to look at the cat's regurgitated food, but I happened to catch sight of a familiar color inside it. It can't be. I reached forward, groping through the partially digested food around it. Kimoi. I unfurled the wadded paper in front of my eyes. My sticky fingers began to tremble. I was like a man taken by a sudden fever. The print was clearly legible. It was sticky with fluid and smelled terrible, but there was no mistaking it. I could still use this. Wow! I leapt to my feet, surprised. Chiho fell on her backside. Wait a minute. I'm going to the bank. Chotto mate. Ginko. Yes! What's up with that guy? Damn, it was already closed. Yeah, they close. Banks typically close at 6, so at least in the States, yeah. Right. Where's the cat? Yeah, well, after throwing up, he's like, yeah, now time to go look for more junk food I can eat. I see. Well, that makes sense. Having paper in your stomach like that, it would be hard on a human, too. A lottery ticket. Oh, that's right. Only Urisa-san knows about that. I won the lottery, the jackpot. Yeah, no, this is really great. Now I can get the goons off my back. I told her the story about how I won the lottery, but the cat had stolen the ticket. He had probably been keeping it in his nesting place until yesterday or today. Yeah, makes sense. Like a baseball player signing in the first, that's funny. I think Tamiya-san really got the wrong idea. Yeah, like I said, you guys can run this story in the paper, and then you... Oh, but there's also a downside to that too, because then they're gonna know they snuck out. Yeah. Okay, well, if they get called to the headmistress office again, that's gonna be a fun story to tell. Huh. True, yeah. Like I said, there's pros and cons to this, so... Well, that's true. Oh, that's right. Are you okay? He shoved you pretty hard back there. Yeah, you're a tough cookie, huh? Glad to hear that. That really was close. I let out a big sigh. He had a gun. Couldn't believe my eyes. Then the bodyguard ran off. The guy's like, fuck this shit, man. I ain't dying for some Some damn kids.
私さ、マサヤが助けに来てくれるってあまり思ってなかったんだよ。
Now you just underestimated him. Huh? Why not? I felt the pang of disappointment. Yeah, I would be disappointed too. Like, that's how you think that little of me? You didn't think I'd run off and leave you, did you?
でも、だって私たちは。
Hmm? We're just... what?
単なる幼馴染なんだし。
Thought about what she said, then burst out laughing.
何よ。
It's just, you know. We're childhood friends. That's the reason I saved you.
幼馴染だからか。そっか、そうだよね。
Yeah, you see? E of little faith. Yeah, childhood friends means that you two are special, you know? You have a bond that not many people have. You have a special bond that you wouldn't have with any other random person, so... Jeez, Chiho, don't say stuff like that.
それもそうだったね。
Aw. Thanks to the commotion at Papatore Moon Rock, we hadn't gotten to eat. We settled for hamburgers and got on the bus back to school. I hadn't actually done a lot, but I still felt more tired than usual. Maybe due to all the anxiety. The bus ride was bumpy and rather warm, which was comforting, but it also made me sleepy. Chiho, perhaps feeling the same way, rested her head against the window and didn't say much. The cat returns the favor. I guess that's how the saying goes. I stroked the lottery ticket in my pocket. I had wiped it clean with a tissue, then folded it up neatly. I'd cash it first thing in the morning, then call the goons and pay them back. It was a little galling, but I didn't want to have to worry about money anymore. Yeah, well, now he can get his life back, pretty much. Look, to ward off sleep, I decided to talk a little bit. I'm the same way you were. After I moved, I didn't even try to make any friends. Chiho turned back to me a little surprised. Those gangsters showed up there too. That's why we moved back to Tsurugigaoka. So when I first heard about the lottery, I was really happy. And not just about the money. I was also thinking, with this, I can make 100 friends. You know?
Masaya. ごめんなさい。
Yeah, it's starting to sink in now, huh? Huh? About what?
叩いたこと。
He's slapping him twice, I mean? Chiho turned a little in her seat to face me and gently touched my cheek. Aw. We had always been close, but having her touch me this way caused me to stiffen reflexively. Well, you got a cute girl rubbing up on you, dude. Chiho's eyes were glossy with tears, and I found my own gaze locked on hers. Chiho, what's wrong? Are you crying?
泣いてなんかいないわよ。ただ。
What? Her cool fingertips continued to stroke my cheek.
今の話聞いて、なんだか少し気の毒になっちゃって。
I'm okay now. I mean, I'm really... I averted my eyes self-consciously. I mean, getting to see you again was... It really did hurt, though. In order to shake off my self-consciousness, I rolled my eyes in an exaggerated manner. That was also a slap and more of a punch. I didn't think girls could hit that hard. She blushed crimson to her ears and quickly turned her face away. In that moment, she really was cute.
ただあの時は私も本当に怒っていたし。
I know. I don't think you're the kind of girl to hit a guy with a boomerang hook for no reason.
当たり前。
By the way, you always hid your face when I'd stop by your class. Was that also because you were mad?
まあね。
Maybe.
あんたの顔見たら絶対カッと頭に血が上るって分かってた。だから。
Whatever she wanted to talk about a year ago really must have been important for her to have gotten that mad at me. But I didn't try to ask her again. That was then, this was now. It was sad, but it was the truth. Before you get mad, you could at least take a minute to be happy to see me.
うるさいわね。
Ow, ow, ow! The fingers that were previously gentle against my cheek were now pinching it hard.
嬉しくなかったはずないでしょうが。
Alright. What was this sudden pounding in my chest? Was the bus a little overheated? As I searched inside my heart, the bus pulled into the stop in front of Vincenne's private girls' academy.
よかった。ちょうど9時前だ。
It's not quite 9 o'clock yet. Through some secret means, Rise-san was able to control the gate. The gate opened and we quickly slipped in.
やれやれ。本当に番せんのは面倒なんだから。こんなの入学する前は考えもしなかったわよ。
Yeah. I know what you mean.
きっとすぐにはマサヤのことを信じられなかったのも番宣内に入ったことが影響してるんだろうな。
Yeah, Ruriko speculated that too, so that makes sense.
言い訳じゃないけどさ。
No, I thought that was the case. We've known each other for so long, I definitely understand.
私そんなに番宣内に入りたいわけでもなかったんだけどね。
Oh. Do you not like going to school here at Vincennes? As long as you're here, you should enjoy it. As someone who had spent a year living in the darkness, I genuinely meant it. That's right, why don't you join the White Lily Society with me? They say you can't join officially, but they're recruiting affiliates. I was reminded that Ise-san had meant to recruit Chiho, though I still didn't know exactly why. Yeah, that is really interesting. Like, out of everybody, she's one of the ones that she picked specifically. Maybe Rise will... I think Rise will touch on that later, we'll see. But maybe we'll find out.
私なんかが後期のお客さんなのに?
Yeah, you're one of the ones that she wanted from the start, so... Don't you start talking like that.
それはそうだけどさ。
It might change how people look at you. Look, it's fine. I'm an affiliate already. We can work on it together. Hell yeah. So we got 4. Okay, the White Lilies are coming back. Maybe the other girls will regret leaving now. We'll see.
じゃあ仲直りの握手。
Aw. And this is exactly like how when we met Rise. So that's cool. Nice. Shake? Maybe it was a little overwrought. But still. In that moment, Chiho had been so angry she had cried. Her feelings as raw as hers. Maybe the ceremonial gesture was necessary.
Masaya.
Sure. I took Chiho's hand firmly. My old friend's hand was smaller and softer than I expected. That's right, it's just like before.
マサヤどうしたのぼーっとしちゃって。
Yep, it's like when he met Rise. Yep. Oh, nothing. It's nothing.
ん
Chiho tilted her head at my strange reaction. What an idiot I was. I was finally making up with my childhood friend, and here I was thinking about another girl. Yeah, I mean... At some point, I think we will get the choice to which girl we want to pursue. So there's a lot of like exposition here before we get to that part, which is... That's what contributes to this game being so long, is... we have to establish the setting first, and then it's like, okay, now you can pick your waifu. Okay. Alright. But anyway. Chiho shook my hand in response. Then her face lit up brighter than I would have thought as she spoke.
じゃあこれで私たち仲直りだね。
There you go. Bygones be bygones. Yeah. Must have looked happy too.
おかえりなさい。
Tadaima! Tadaima!
ただいま。
Ah, yeah. Thanks. Arigato.
守備はお二人の様子を見ればわかりますけれど、とにかく明日伺いますね。
Oh, yeah.
さあ、こちらへ。
Uriko-san led us around to the back of the dorm. There was a veranda there, and we were able to get in that way. The front doors were locked after curfew, after all. Yeah, makes sense.
ある特定の部屋が門限を過ぎた後の寮の内と外をつなぐ。
That's kind of wild to me. Like, So there are certain students that get extra special treatment. Like, oh yeah, we can leave and come and go whenever we want. That's so funny.
それは私たちが生まれるよりも前からのバンセンヌの伝統だそうですよ。
That makes sense, yeah. Wow.
建物は変わってもそうした伝統は連綿と続いていて、なんだか楽しくなってきてしまいますよね。
It's terribly entertaining. That's one way to put it. Yeah, she's just enjoying like the drama, all the silliness that comes with it.
ただ先生方も本当は分かっていらっしゃるんですよ。
It's also kind of funny, like, yeah, the teachers know and they don't give a shit, so... Yeah, we can just sneak out whenever we want, like, well... Like, oh, if your kid goes missing, sorry, parents. That's some neglectful ass shit. Like, oh, we are not going to be held accountable. Like, well, that sucks. Like, oh, your child was brutally murdered? Oh, that sucks, but good luck with that. We are not held responsible. What do you mean?
だって多くはここの卒業生なのですから。
Yep. Like Sister Mishima. Ah.
それでもかつて自分たちにもあったことだからと黙認することも含めて伝統なのだと思います。
Yeah. Because, like, they would look kind of hypocritical if they're the ones that snuck out when they were students and then busting kids for doing that now. Like, that's just kind of silly. I see.
先生方にも現役時代はあったわけですから。シスター三島の武勇伝、私初めて聞いた時はワクワクしたものです。
Yeah, Sister Mishima seemed like a troublemaker. I mean, she's sweet on the surface, but her recounting some of like the days when she was a student, it seemed like she was kind of proud of that stuff. I'm like, yeah, because a lot of us regret our childhoods and the decisions we make, but I guess there are those that look back on it fondly, like, okay. It seemed the ever-smiling Sister Mishima had more of a past than I expected. Maybe that past will come out in some point. I guess Vincenz is less uptight than I thought. Yeah, I guess so. The headmistress is probably still gonna, like, still gonna reprimand your ass for every little thing, but some of them are willing to look the other way.
それはそうです。そうでなければ長年の寮生活つつがなく過ごすことはできません。
Yeah, I mean, since you're pretty much confined for like months and months out of the year, if you don't show some leniency, then you're just gonna have a lot of kids just breaking the rules. So, yeah, I see what you mean.
どうかした？マサヤさんには目隠ししていただきましょう。
Hide your eyes. What? Why?
何しろ女子の部屋ですからね。何かと差し障りがあるかと。
Alright.
それもそうよね。下着が置いてあったりするかもしれないし。
They might have left their underwear out, like, don't look at this. You don't want to look at the girl's panties. Even if it was there, I wouldn't look at it. Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would. We all would. Let's be real.
いいや、信用できないわね。男子なんかどうせエッチなんでしょ。
All boys are perverts. Yeah, to an extent. I mean, it's unfair to lump us all, like, into one category, but all of us have, like, a different form of perversion, I think. But in a way, it's all... We all are, like-minded in some regard. But yeah. You spoke the words with utmost certainty. I was like, how would you know? I knew there was no arguing with her. I hid my eyes with the preferred handkerchief and let the girls guide me inside.
ではまた明日。
Mata ashita. Nice.
じゃあね。
Dane. Sure. Mata ne. Alright. Now the next day. Hell yeah. Following Sunday, we all gathered together in the rec room. All right. So, I think we are going to leave it there. All right, so now we're fully caught up after, like, my whole microphone issue. I had to re-record everything, but now I'm fully caught up, so now I caught you guys up. So, next video will be new stuff I haven't seen yet, so that should be exciting. But yeah, these last couple videos, they weren't they weren't as entertaining because I already knew it was coming, which sucks, but what are you gonna do? These things happen once in a while, but anyway, guys, so next video we will find out what happens with the whole the Goons storyline. I think we're done with that now that he got the lottery ticket back, so that should be interesting. And then now he can move forward, and then so now we got 4 members into the White Lily Society, so hopefully this will open the floodgates and we can start getting more members, and then more people be in for reform, and then it should be interesting. Yeah, so anyway, but yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, you can let me know by leaving a like or telling me in the comments below. Subscribe for more, and I will catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace.